August Alsina is a name that resonates with music fans all around the world. The American singer and songwriter has wowed fans with his deep voice, poignant lyrics, and raw skill. With an impressive discography and a compelling personal story, Alsina has made a significant impact on the music industry. August Alsina looked destined for R&B greatness. However, a few years later, the New Orleans native's turbulent domestic life completely overshadowed his musical achievements. From meddling to drug abuse, there is much more to know about the singer's life, leading us to today's video, where we're going to look at the R&B singer's life and the amazing amount of sorrow he faces, which has harmed his career. It's fair to assume that August Alsina did not have a particularly privileged childhood. His dental assistant mother worked 2 jobs to make ends meet, and both his father and stepfather struggled with substance abuse. In a 2013 interview with Complex, the no-love singer admitted, "My pops, we didn't have the nicest connection because he was battling with drug addiction. And that's just pretty much what it is. That basically takes over your entire body, and you have no control over it." Tragically, August's father had perished by this time. Alsina, who grew up in downtown New Orleans, which he refers to as the capital, also discussed the parental figure who entered his life at the age of 1. Referring to the time his family temporarily migrated to Texas with his stepfather, the singer-songwriter stated he felt that it was a better place for him to be. He wouldn't be in the habit with so much access to drugs or whatever. Even after moving away from New Orleans, he couldn't shake his obsession. So we moved to Texas for a short time when I was younger to try to shake his but the same things were happening. Furthermore, August Alsina lost his own brother early in life, and 2 of the most important individuals in his life struggled with addiction. "Man, we are from New Orleans. We don't make it to live past 24. Alsina told Complex about a statement his brother made about his birthplace. Unfortunately, it proved to be a prophetic statement, as Melvin LeBranch III died of a gunshot wound in 2010, leaving an unsolved mystery. Alsina was devastated by the incident, but it also gave him the motivation to leave his neighborhood to pursue his musical dreams. He told Complex, "So at that point, I was like, man, I'm out of here. We're all living the same way. This is what happened to him, so it's what's going to happen to me the same way." I was just like, it's either this or that. To make matters worse, a cousin directly blamed the R&B hitmaker. In an uncommon show of transparency, August personally shared multiple expletive-filled text messages from the family member in question with Hip Hop 5 in 2015. Furthermore, August Alsina had another family tragedy in 2018 when his sister-in-law, Chandra, died of cancer. She had previously married the singer-songwriter's brother, Melvin LeBranch III, who was fatally shot in New Orleans 8 years earlier. Amazingly, Alsina accepted to become the legal guardian of his 3 orphan nieces. "They are beautiful kids with beautiful energy," the singer told People about Shaylin, Amaya, and Caden. "I'm excited to see life unfold for them, and I want to be as present as I possibly can within their life while still being able to show them what it looks like to have a career." Alsina, who referred to the trio as his Nodders, also revealed what Chandra told him just before her death, after he agreed to assume custody of them. "She texted me, 'All this time you've been running from being a parent, from having kids, and now you're forced to,'" he recalled. "I'm like, I just play the cards that life deals me, and now I'll figure everything out." She said, "You always do." And she went to sleep, and that was that. In another situation, there is a reason why August Alsina frequently wears sunglasses, and it's not only for the sake of appearance. In 2015, the Like You Love Me singer revealed that he had been diagnosed with keratoconus, a degenerative eye ailment that may eventually render him blind. Alsina revealed to Billboard after that year that he was originally in denial about the incident. He said, "I was like, this tripping. I went to see a few other doctors, but that was it. I had to accept it. It was a very humbling experience." Furthermore, Alsina said on the Angie Martinez show in 2015 that he needed FDA-approved surgery to prevent his sickness from rapidly progressing. "So many times we take stuff like eyesight for granted because it's so natural," he remarked. "We wake up and we see. We wake up and we walk. It's just so natural to us. So for me to not be able to see for 2 to 3 days straight, it was hell." In 2017, August Alsina made headlines again for his health after he revealed he had Guillain-Barré syndrome, a rare condition where the immune system assaults nerves and affects the liver. Alsina confessed that, like his degenerative eye condition, he initially hesitated to accept the diagnosis, but he gradually accepted it after learning about its hereditary basis. After sitting down and talking with my father's mother and sister, they explained to me that sickness and illness run in my family, he revealed in an Instagram post. My father and grandfather both died of severe illness, but they were fighters, and that's all that matters. Just ride with me is all I ask. Alsina also made it plain that he didn't want his sickness to alter how others saw him. I have a liver disease where my autoimmune system is fighting against itself, he explained. Reality is, I'm sick all the time. I'd really like to talk about it, and I'm not looking for anybody's sympathy. August Alsina's health problems worsened in 2019 when he suddenly became unable to walk. According to his Instagram post, the R&B star was admitted to the hospital after waking up one morning with no feeling in his legs. I have some nerve damage going on throughout my whole body, Alsina explained, revealing his test results. It's like my immune system just went on vacation, so I'm just waiting on it to come back and we can get together and, it can do what it does, man. The Don't Matter singer appeared to be in good spirits, however, joking that he had just received a new car while pointing the camera toward his hospital walker. Getting me from point A to point B, you understand me? 2 months later, Alsina informed his fans of his current condition. He said, "My doctors have started me on my IV antibody immunotherapy. In short form, it's sort of like chemo, but instead for my immune system. Only in this case, not killing the cells, but encouraging my nervous system and body to rebuild." Furthermore, from his 2023 Instagram post, it looks like Alsina was able to recover. In another situation, August Alsina fans were alarmed in 2014 when the R&B musician slumped and fell off the stage while playing at New York's Irving Plaza. The Make It Home singer struggled to keep on his feet before his knees failed and he fell into the surrounding photographic pit, as seen on video. Alsina waved to the fans as he was carried out of the venue on a stretcher. 4 years later, the BET Award winner revealed on an episode of Red Table Talk via Page 6 that the accident was worse than it appeared. In fact, after flatlining twice, the star spent 3 days in a coma. Fortunately, Alsina was able to fully recover. "I was pretty much doing way too many shows, not taking care of myself," he recalled. "I was drinking so much liquor, smoking so much weed. Just one night at a show in New York, I literally passed out and fell off the stage." Furthermore, August Alsina revealed in a 2018 Red Table Talk interview with Jada Pinkett Smith that he struggled with opioid addiction in the past, and the accident in which he fell from the stage 4 years ago served as a catalyst. While he was healing from his injuries, Alsina's physicians recommended Percocet to help him deal with the discomfort. Unfortunately, the singer quickly began to mistreat them. He stated, "If you ask my brother, anybody, I'm like raining perks. Off my body, off my house, I was literally raining pills like Skittles." Alsina described how he called host Smith at the height of his addiction, pleading for help. "That was the thing, to feel your emotion and to hear you bawling, that was a reality check for me," he lamented. "I was like, wow, if someone else can love you that much that it hurts them, why doesn't it bother you that you are actually hurting yourself?" That moment really changed the trajectory of my life. Despite his decision not to join treatment, Alsina overcame his withdrawal symptoms and got clean. Alsina also had issues with the hospitals. "Black people are always overlooked, undercared for, underprivileged," August Alsina told Vulture in 2020 in a chat about his various medical issues. "It's been what it has been since the beginning of time." Unfortunately, he directly experienced this point, as evidenced by what he revealed next. Alsina recounted that a year ago, he had twice checked himself into the hospital with terrible agony, only to be discharged without receiving sufficient treatment on both occasions. Regarding his second visit, the R&B singer recalled, "I showed up in a wheelchair, and they checked me out again. I'm telling them I'm not well. My face is completely swollen. I'm looking like death, feeling like death. They checked me out. I was in a bunch of pain. They didn't even give me any medicine. Sent me back home." Fortunately, Alsina was taken seriously on his third attempt to seek assistance and was directed to a larger hospital for a neurological evaluation. There, he received some startling news. The reality is that I could have been dead because by the time I got to the bigger hospital, the doctor told me that my respiratory system was shutting down, and it was good that I got in when I did. Furthermore, in 2020, August Alsina revealed to Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club that he had an affair with married Jada Pinkett Smith, making headlines. According to reports, the R&B star and the actress had a close friendship. I devoted myself to it. I gave my full self to it, so much so to the point that I can die right now and be okay with knowing that I truly gave myself to somebody. Unfortunately, the previous object of his devotion portrayed him as a liar when she flatly denied his assertions. Smith later revealed on Red Table Talk that she had an entanglement with Alsina and denied that he was a homewrecker because she and her husband Will Smith were separated at the time. However, the damage had already been done. Alsina told Vulture the same year that he was deeply affected by how he was depicted after his confession. People looked at me as this problematic guy who was super reckless, like I'm pushing up on someone's wife, he elaborated. And that started to really eat at my soul, but deeper than that, it started to with my partnerships and business relationships and money because of people seeing me as this reckless guy who's like publicly announcing his love and pushing up on somebody's wife, quote unquote. Anyway, history repeated itself when August Alsina was evicted from his home in August 2019, a repeat of history. In an interview with USA Today, the R&B singer revealed that he was forced to sell narcotics in New Orleans after being kicked out by his mother at the age of 16. However, on this occasion, an angry landlord issued the marching orders. Alsina was evicted from his 7-bathroom, 6-bedroom Ventura County property after falling behind on his rent, according to documents obtained by The Blast. According to owner Robert Howard, the musician owed $20,000 in rent and had stopped making payments in February of that year. Alsina, who had lived in the luxurious property since 2016, received a 3-day debt collection notice after failing to pay the rent for March. When this didn't work, Howard decided to take the R&B star to court over the issue. August is currently venturing off into different business opportunities, like creating his own skincare line. Furthermore, he has launched his own perfume called Les Joss. His health has gotten better, and he looks like he is working harder and making the best of his situation. That's it for today's video. Thank you for sticking around. What was more surprising from the above reveal? How do you evaluate August Alsina's personal life? Remember to hit the like button and don't forget the subscribe button on your way out.